the top level. I'm a rebel, line up cause I'm a top rebel. Look in my eyes, this is my time. Step up, rise up, strike first, bring it on.
Remus Talks today. You'll have to forgive me, I'm a bit busy. You see, when it comes to our operations in the society, we have to make sure that the one area we focus on the most is intelligence. Knowing everything that you need to know about your opponent is crucial in winning a war. It's no good just bringing the fight to your enemy. It also pays dividends to know all of their weaknesses. But some people, you don't need to worry so much about a weakness. Because, well, they're just that. I am, of course, talking about Mr. Smiley. You really wanted me to talk about him as well. The first time I met him was in a match at Cold Day in Hell. I had 3 matches that day. The first match where I lost my championship title match against Kieran. And then the third one was a rematch with no title on the line. But the second one in between was one of the most ridiculous things that I think I have ever participated in. Looking back on it now, I am disgusted that I was even a part of it. The only sort of enjoyment that I get out of it now is knowing that I have at least hurt that individual. Yes, it was a handicap match against Mr. Smiley. It was me, the Hood, Kieran Hayes, I believe, and a few others. And I have to say, for someone who talks a lot, for someone who claims he is the be-all and end-all of SWF, he sure goes down very easily. You know, it's strange looking at him. He looks just like Side Splitter. Maybe that's why he's so weak. Maybe it's because he is an essence of what Side Splitter could have been. Now clearly they are both separate individuals because somehow Side Splitter has found success. Mr. Smiley, not so much. It pains me just to even talk about him, because I get no enjoyment out of picking the bones of the already weakened. And what I dread even more, not because I fear him, but more because I'll be proven right when I say this, is that he is more likely to respond to me criticizing him than Side Splitter ever would respond to me. At least on a video level, at least on a promo level. What can I say about Mr. Smiley that can redeem him? Nothing. There's only one thing that I think he's done successfully, and that was another debacle in the history of SWF. Somehow, he managed to turn the current SWF Women's Champion, the Black Widow Catherine, the Spider Queen, into Mrs. Smiley. Oh, for God's sake, people. Really? I think I already grilled Catherine when I last spoke about her on another episode of Remus Talks. But, That must have been the only plan, Mr. Smiley, that you have ever managed to concoct that has worked. But even then, it didn't work for long enough, did it? Because you had to go ahead and underestimate her and think that somehow her mind wasn't stronger than whatever nonsense you put her through. And she beat you again. That was your surefire way of you winning, and you couldn't even win when the cards were stacked in your favour. You know, people, you could have voted for anyone. Mr. Smiley was only on there because the editor could not think of anyone else. Could not think of anyone else to talk about. It's just... I don't want to even talk about him because he's a waste of time, he's a waste of space, he does nothing to serve SWF. Even Daniel Banner has his purposes. Even Drac Nightwing has his purposes. Which does bring me nicely onto the second topic of today. I've had enough of you, Mr. Smiley, with your ridiculous get-up looking like as if you're a reject Pennywise from the latest It movie. And it's funny, you're not even that funny either. You just like the real ride itself, which caused mass injury to loads of people. Yeah, you're about as tasteless as that event. We would not miss you in SWF if you were to leave. To go. Bye. We don't need you anymore. We've got more talented people. Hell, I cannot think. Even the Blue Wonder probably has more talent than you. I cannot think of a single person who is worse than you. Even... What's his name? Lazzarado? Even Lazzarado has more talent than you. But yes. That's enough of that. I've had my say about Mr. Smiley. I've told you what I know about him. The fact that he looks like a reject clown, a reject mascot for the Smiley ride at Alton Towers. The fact that he looks like a complete nonce, so you might want to watch your kids around him. But yes, I received 2 video packages recently. The first one was from a certain Daniel Banner. Now, he had his words to say about me, but he also had some choice words for another individual. I'll let it play out for you.
Hello everyone, Daniel Banner here. I'm just gonna make this a quick video. Okay, first of all, Leo Libra, or Aaron, I should know you. Please shut the fuck up. 1, we're not sloppy. 2, we work really hard. 3, you're a part-timer. 4, I've had the Cruiserweight Championship for a year. And 5, I've been in the company longer than you have. So mostly don't fucking bullshit and think that you know better. You know, we're getting good training from Robert Zaccaro, aka Nick, and Josh Snow, aka Remus, which I'll get onto in a sec. But please do not think you are better than everyone else. Yes, you may have had more training than us. Yes, you may have been on pro wrestling shows. Hey, maybe you even teamed up with Sean Only. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Yeah, you're in UKW as well. Whoop-de-fucking-do. But the thing is, we work hard. Yes, we're sloppy, but hell, most people aren't athletic as you are. So forgive us for being sloppy and forgive us for being backyarders. So keep that shut and let us do our jobs. And maybe if you do come back, which I doubt because Lawrence hates you, and Kit hates you, and mostly everyone else in SWF hates you, then I challenge you to get in the ring with me. Probably Remus wants to fight you, but hell, I want to step in that line and take a crack at you myself. See how sloppy I am, dickhead. Anyway, onto the topic. WrestlePalooza. I am facing 3 other guys: Remus, Drac, and Crimson. Remus, you've been a thorn in my side. You think I've been a thorn in your side? No, you've been a thorn in mine. Ever since last year when you attacked me and betrayed me. And then you decided to mock me for my gear. You dodge me at every turn. Yes, I attack you from behind, but I'm trying to get rid of you. I'm trying to stop you from hurting anyone else. So, you want to call me a coward? Fine. I'm gonna end you just like I'm gonna end Drac and Crimson. Now, Drac, last year, Cold Day in Hell was our first meeting. It was my first proper match. And I beat you. And if you're still salty about that, why don't we finish it at WrestlePalooza? Crimson, you got potential. You've been in the company longer than me. And you're more extreme than I am. And I probably won't go to the extreme lengths do you do. You've got more harder kicks. You've got more harder chops. And you mostly know a lot about weapons and your demon's den. So, if I have to go to that length to win the Sheffield Championship, fine. But I'm not going to back down. All 3 of you are going to get banned. And I won't stop until I put Remus down, until I put Drac down, until I put Crimson down. All 3 of you are going to be banned. And I promise you, WrestlePalooza will be my day. I hope to see you soon, after this lockdown ends, of course. Because I'm coming. And I'm gonna be more. Well, let's just say I'm not gonna be very, very happy. I'll see you soon, bitches.
I hope you enjoyed that. Oh dear, Daniel Banner. I'm going to disregard everything that you said to Leo Libra, because that is between the 2 of you. And I have my own grievances with him. Though I don't think for one moment that we have a joint cause there. Yes. I'll be doing something as more of a favour, an indirect favour, when I take him out. But yes. Daniel Banner. You admitted to many things that I pointed out. The fact that you could only get a leg up by attacking me from behind. You acknowledged that. Bully to you. Not many people will accept their mistakes. So I suppose you already have one thing going in your favour. And then you made some rather bold assumptions. The biggest one being is that you're going to win at WrestlePalooza. Let me tell you something about the odds of that match. I am walking into a match where there are 3 people who hate my guts. I have 1/4 of a chance of winning that match if we were to go off of ratios. Here's the problem with doing something like that. Do you remember Redemption? Do you remember what happened? I had a 1/3 chance of winning that match because it was me, you, and Dylan Pickin. You 2 hated my guts. You still hate my guts, and I know damn well that Dylan will probably still hate my guts. I can't wait to hear back your response, Dylan. Daniel, odds are always stacked against me. Odds will always be stacked against me. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be any harder for me to be able to achieve what I need to do in that match. To make you all look so stupid for even entering into it in the first place. I will humiliate the lot of you, and I will be walking out of that ring. You're not going to keep me down. You're not going to take me out. I will guarantee that by the end of that match, I will be walking out of that ring. And I'll be leaving the lot of you behind as broken as I will possibly leave you. That is my promise to you. I could care less about the rest of your words, Daniel Banner. I might have said that you were slightly better than Mr. Smiley. That doesn't mean that you are entirely better than him. But yes, I also received another video package from a certain vampire. Watch this one as well.
Remus. You've been running your mouth again, boy. You ran your mouth about Kieran. You ran your mouth about Side Splitter. You ran your mouth about Black Widow, about Crimson, and about me. Now, at the next show, we've got a match. A fatal 4-way, or 3-way, or whatever the fuck it is. All I know is me and you are in that match, along with Crimson and Banner. Now, it's gonna be fun. A lot of fun. 'Cause you ain't getting Drac Nightwing. You ain't getting Alcatraz Drac. You ain't getting the Undead Vampire. You're getting Dracul Nightshade. The one you've been wanting. The one that has lived many, many lives. Now, you mentioned in your little video about me that you've never defeated me in singles combat, which you haven't. That you've only defeated me in tag team combat. Well, that proves one thing. That proves that you need a teammate to take me down. Whereas I don't need any help. I don't need any backup. I've took you down before, and I will take you down again. And as regards the belt, you're right, I don't care about belts. Never have, never will. It's just glorified belt Whoopie fucking doodah. But believe this. In that match, you are going down. Banner, you get in my fucking way, I will take you down too. Same for you, Crimson. You talk about your experiences, Remus. Experiences in combat, experiences in battle. You haven't had as much experience as me. Yeah, fair enough. We're both created by the same masters. Both created by Belial, Lucifer, and the others. The so-called crown princes. There's one thing you don't understand about Dracul. He was their warlord. Their general. He was the one they sent when all else failed. He is the crown prince's blessed one, the chosen one, the pure born. I've been around a lot longer than you, boy. I've faced bigger opponents than you. Way bigger opponents than you. And if I remember rightly, I've got to pay you back what you did to me at the last show. If that little peasant of yours, Robert DeCaro, turns up, if he interferes, I will put him in an early fucking grave. On this, you may recognise this sword. I'll be bringing this with me. It's the same sword I used to take down the Leviathan. And I will use it to take down you. So prepare yourself, Remus. Because Drac isn't coming. Dracul's coming for you, bitch.
Drac. Or should I now announce you by Dracul, Your Eminence? It's glad to see you decided to come out of hiding. I think for a long time you knew this day was going to come. Whether you wanted to admit that originally or not, I don't know. But you knew deep down that one day you would encounter a being such as me. A being that knew what you were. A being that knows how you operate, knows how you think, knows what tactics you'll use. You brought up an interesting point. One that I'd like to rebuke with you. I've only defeated you in tag team matches, and that is true. I have never defeated you in singles championships, or singles matches even. That is also true. But you're missing one crucial point that everyone seems to be overlooking. Not everybody, but most are still looking at me as the vigilante. What I first was when I walked through the doors of SWF. You defeated the vigilante. I hold that moniker still. But if you've noticed, I am nothing like that person from the start. I am superior to that version of me by every stretch of the imagination. Now I'm glad that you decided to reveal your true colours, because maybe now there's a better chance of you winning. Slightly better chance. I was hoping that you would decide to bring him out, or rather, your true nature out. But it'll all be for naught. I'm glad you decided to take me seriously, though. That does mean something. It won't mean enough, though. At the end of the day, what I am setting out to achieve in that match will happen. All of my objectives will be achieved. All of yours, all of Crimson's, all of Daniel Banner's. No. You are playing to the beat of my drums now. You're playing to the beat of Belial's drums, who I know you have oh so much hatred for. But he sincerely wishes you luck in this match. After all, you are going to need it. After all, you are in a ring with a man who has defeated you once before, Daniel Banner. And then Crimson, who made you look like a complete bitch at Firth Park with Side Splitter when you had Psychosis in your corner. Maybe it's not that I can defeat you in tag team I can defeat you in tag team matches. You are just shit in tag team matches overall. Blame it on the partner if you must. But if there's a current trend and you've been in tag team matches and you've not won them at all, might want to think about that. And finally, I thought I might as well mention him because he will be at WrestlePalooza in our match, Crimson. The only person, strangely, who hasn't responded with a video package. Maybe you're still not taking me quite seriously yet, Crimson. Keep your threats of this illusory item and your teammates to yourself. I care not for your threats. I know who you have in your corner beyond crisis, such as a certain Wrecking Ball. Well, no, not Wrecking Ball, sorry. What's his name? Ah, Matthew Barker. Yes, that little shit stain. Oh, no doubt he'll decide to say something after I've just called him that, even though that is what he is. You really think I don't know anything about you and your demon nation? Well, I know that somebody else has already claimed the title of that name. So, I'm not sure who I should be looking at for that. Do you have the Demon Nation? Or does somebody else have the Demon Nation? We'll get to them in a future video. But it seems like that your power base isn't exactly as central as what you may think it will be. Crimson, just how greedy can you get? You already have the Hardcore Championship. You already have the Tag Team titles. The Sheffield title should seem irrelevant to someone like you, who already has the successes that you have. I'm being quite frank here, I'm being quite honest. The only reason you're in that match, one, because you have the #1 contendership. This match would never be happening if you didn't have that. But #2, you can't stand me, and not for the reasons that you think. I talk a lot, sure. I annoy a lot of people, sure. I definitely perform underhanded actions, and I definitely get inside people's skins. That is also true. But that's not the reason that you hate me. No, it's not. The reason that you hate me, and I said this in a video a while back whilst I was ripping into Carnage, the reason that you hate me is because I am slowly becoming the face of SWF. Nay, scratch that. I am the face of SWF. I don't see anybody else doing what I do. I don't see anybody else putting in the same effort that I do, that the society does. I don't see anybody else on the same level that we are. You all coast along. You're quite happy to just sit there, write your little songs, go into stage and sing your little karaoke's. Whereas me, I'm hard grafting my profession. Everything that I do in that ring, I am improving every single time I step into it. All of you have no concept of the amount of effort that I put into myself, into the society, into its members, and into putting on shows of apocalyptic value. That's the reason you hate me. Because I am everything that you could be, but you have chosen not to be. You have the talent for it. You have the charisma for it. But you squander it. And you know you do. So someone like me, who uses every opportunity that he gets, sickens you to the core because you see the other alternate branch that you could have walked down. And you can't stand to see it. That's the truth of it. That'll be all for today. Leave a like, share, and subscribe, and click up here so you can vote on which wrestler I should talk about next. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can stay updated with all future videos. Don't forget, Leo Libra and Dante, we're going to be responding to you soon. Oh, I just said we are. I suppose I spoiled the surprise a little bit. Be sure to be patient. And as for the rest of you in SWF, keep watching. Because I'm not the only one who wants to speak. You'll be hearing a lot more from me. This will be all for the Remus Talks today. And you'll be seeing a lot more of me in the future.